Oh, nice. You read chat off your phone. Hi, Emerald. How's it going? And Sooty poppin'. Ooh, yeah, we got new people that got first year viewer. Yay. Alright. Hopefully the audio is not absolute dog shit right now. Alright, gotta... Alright. At least it sounds decent-ish.
Glad to hear.
Alright. And we'll do the other thing I gotta do. One more thing. Pin it on. Wow, I cannot even spell today. Yeah, that is not even close to how your name is spelled.
Yeah. Not everybody gets it right the first 5 times.
Yeah, I didn't spell it with the C. I spelled it with the C instead of a K. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute.
I've actually been called Crease, Crest, Chris.
I know, names are hard.
Yeah.
Alright. Do this. Just turn it off real quick. Alright, there we go. Got everything set up. Alright, well, since we're actually started here. So it's Crease, Chrysanthemum.
Crest.
Cress.
Chrysanthemum.
Alright.
Just Crest will do.
Alright, well, we know chrysanthemums, that's what it's short for. Crest is fine. Okay, good. Alright, so why don't you start with telling us about yourself a little bit, you know, who you are, since we got your name down.
Give me 1 second.
Oop, he's got a whole intro. Nice.
Greetings, travelers, multiverse journeyers, and people who have spaceships and whatnot. I am Crestfall. The best way to describe me is I'm the spacer. I'm that guy in the classroom that likes looking out the window every day and looking up at the sky. Not the sun, mind you, but beyond the sky, looking to see what's out there. But the universe is a dangerous place. We're talking eldritch nightmares aren't the only things you have to worry about. There's also black holes, supernovae, asteroid fields, rogue planets, quasars, pulsars, magnetars. You name it, the universe has it, and it probably wants to eat you alive. But luckily, that's where the fun is, because you gotta learn to survive.
Very interesting.
Yeah. I've been... The lore behind... Let's just say there's a lot of lore behind me. In one universe, I was a humble axolotl who was mutated into a space dragon. Another, I am one of the endings. You know, not the happy one.
Interesting.
But I'm just Cress. Cress is Cress, and all I do is just live my life. I'm very chill. Or at least I try to be. Real life sucks.
It does.
Yeah.
But it's a lot more entertaining doing it that way. Having some super dope backstory, and you have a whole little intro thing. Like, it took me a while for me to do an actual intro instead of like, "Hi, I'm Andrea. I just do stuff."
Hey, could be worse. At first, I didn't even know what I wanted to be.
That's a common issue among VTubers, and a lot of them end up rebranding.
Done that once.
Oh.
Regretted it ever since. I'm kidding. I like Cress. I just feel better about myself. But I've seen in games, I've actually been to places many people could not even dream to imagine. I actually went to the center of our galaxy in Elite Dangerous.
Interesting.
Do you know what's there?
Space.
You're not wrong, but there's also a supermassive black hole sitting there.
Neat.
Into that sort of thing. You never know what's out there. You think that we're alone. We don't know. Okay, I'm talking too much about space. I need to get off that.
No, it's okay. It's okay. So you believe in the Ayla Mouse, as the kids call them?
I believe that there is possibilities. There's always a possibility.
Yeah, I'm of the mindset of Earth first, make Mars our bitch.
This might be a stretch.
Yeah.
But not too far. Literally.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, they could eventually have a colony on Mars.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that our minds could not even begin to comprehend it's out there. I once read that there is a planet out there in another solar system that has Mach 7 winds and rain that is literally shards of glass flying sideways.
Is that somewhere the Kuiper Belt, if I'm remembering correctly?
Far beyond, actually.
I'm dusting off the cobwebs for space knowledge.
Hang on. It's actually an exoplanet. That's another planet outside of our solar system. Called HD 189733b.
Gotcha.
Essentially, what it is, they're calling it a hot Jupiter planet, which is basically a gas giant that is very hot. They're closer to their sun than Jupiter or Saturn are.
Very interesting. So I could tell space is a big special interest of yours. So I take it you're big into the sci-fi games and what you want to do.
There's that. There's also the other part.
And I dropped my phone. Yeah.
Yeah, there's two sides to every coin in the life I live.
Yeah.
The other one is actually kind of weird. I actually do like fantasy a little bit, but I also like history.
Ah.
So games like Kingdom Come Deliverance, Civilization, Kerbal Space Program, which is actually based on our own historical space program.
Have you played No Man's Sky?
The amount of hours I put into that game pale in comparison to Elite Dangerous.
Oh.
Okay. Last I checked, I had 700 hours in Elite Dangerous.
Wow.
At least. Enough to get my own fleet carrier.
Wow. That is impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like the most hours on Steam I have right now is through VTube Studio.
I actually don't use VTube Studio all that much, sadly.
Do you use PRPR or Loppet or
I actually made my original model thanks to Vroid.
Vroid? So are you
Yeah, I
using
made it
VC
myself.
Face or Warudo for software?
Uh, Usually I use VC Face, but my current computer is so old that I actually need to take a break from using the model most of the time when I'm actually gaming because this thing will slog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let me describe what this is. You ever see a 2008 computer nowadays?
Yeah. I've seen some
Then,
old builds, really, really old.
well, this thing's a modified unit that has a Windows 11 OS.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I actually had to take 3 parts out of it. Though I should have taken everything else too, but expenses and all that.
Did you have
The
issues
CP.
finding parts for it? Because it's not. It shouldn't be easy as it used to be. Getting like for parts from way back then for everything to be compatible.
Really, if you actually know where to look, you can find the parts. I had a friend help me figure out the part situation. Uh, the major the parts I needed, I could easily find on eBay. For
Oh.
example, the graphics card. Originally, I was using an integrated graphics card, a Intel 630.
Mm-hmm.
Not exactly one of the best units to game with. Now, it runs on a 1650 from NVIDIA.
That's not bad.
The CPU is also a step up. I forget how many cores and threads it uses. And, the RAM is definitely a step up. 16 gigabytes rather than 8.
Yeah, that
Though
is a
I do
nice
need
little
to step
step
it
up
up a
there.
bit more. Yeah, but the weird thing is, this is a Lenovo unit. So it has that
Ooh.
weird little uh, top part that you have to pull out.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of weird to set it up. So eventually, I'm going to try to build a better unit for a budget.
I mean, that's a good way to start is, slowly upgrade, when starting out or, just in content creation in general. Because I've heard so many, like, stories of people just dumping so much money for so much expensive stuff, and it turns out they hate content creation. It's like, well, you're down thousands and thousands of dollars.
Well, I actually like it.
That's good.
Let's just say my past, I've this is the one time a business, a job kind of situation actually works. Usually I don't even last 3 years.
Wow.
And yet I'm 3 years running. Second year as an affiliate, and
Nice.
actually I'm just glad I'm getting more people interested. Oh, it's 3070, only 8 gigabytes. Mine only has 6.
Um, That's not bad. It looks like we've been doing it about the same length of time. Out of curiosity, is this your first like foray into content creation, or it's like, oh, I've done this way before, but it didn't work out. It's like, oh, I waited to grow up a bit, then I did it.
You
The
know,
shot.
actually the funny thing is this is my first time,
Really?
but I was actually inspired to become a content creator from others. Now, I didn't know it would be this difficult, mind you, but it happens.
Oh yeah, it never gets better. I'm gonna be honest with you. There are times it's just like you're gonna get a lot of bad information, and
Do you know what the worst part is?
which
Uh,
one? The scammers, the tech issues. it feeling like you was like, oh, I think I get it. Yeah, no, but what worked doesn't work anymore. You got to throw that out the window and start over and figure stuff out.
I'd say it's the GFX scammers.
Oh my gosh. Have you gotten scammed by one?
Not yet. Unfortunately, I don't make enough money to actually get the scams. I only make like one payout every year, at least.
Ooh, yeah. I've actually dealt with some of them, are grifters. I actually was kind of shutting one down. Apparently, one that kind of got popular. They were intentionally just like causing people to panic, and of course they blocked me. But I'm trying to figure out like how you getting these numbers. What are you doing? Yeah, they were spreading some really like, and I'm in quite a few educational discords like about numbers being down. Well, it's when we're recording this, it's August 8th. This should hopefully be out next week. But a lot of people that don't know, towards the
Hello.
oh, there we go. Okay, we're back. Oh, yep. See, we talk about the scammers. They sent it after me. They knocked my internet out. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Good Lord, I swear to God, every time.
Every time, never fails.
All right, where's my wrench?
All right. Well, Scuff is always here. It's always
I know,
present.
that's why I made the. That's why I said, "Where's my wrench?" That's a constant with the Starforged. Yeah, I know. Weird name. That's part of the lore too. The Starforge is a ship that constantly needs work. It's old, decrepit. It's in the void, which means it's not gonna last long unless somebody fixes it.
Isn't that a like well-known PC brand? I know that OTK owns Tectone, Asmongold. I've seen them doing a lot of ads for it. And it's just like super expensive.
Actually, I didn't have a better name.
Oh, I was just wondering if that was a reference to that.
Actually, it was more a reference to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic Starforge, but what the hell?
Hey, why not? Bonus points.
Yeah. Though I'm not really much of a fan of Star Wars anymore.
Yeah, I haven't watched it since the prequels.
I haven't watched it since the new Force trilogy, as they called it.
Yeah, I just
Also,
haven't gotten around to
incoming-
watching it. It's not my thing.
Yeah. I'm more of a. I'd say Star Trek, but even that's gotten dull.
Yeah, I haven't watched the series. I did watch Star Trek The Force of Darkness, the one from like 2009, 2010, which wasn't too bad.
I watched Force of Darkness. You mean hang on. Forget the name.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
because it was
last name, right? Darkness. I know it has
because it
Benedict
had the
Cumberbatch.
old Spock in it, Leonard Nimoy. I think it was like one of the last few things he appeared in before he passed away.
Hello. Hang on.
All right, what do we got?
I think we got another scuff shit. Shift.
I can hear you just fine.
I kind of lost sound there for a second. I think we got a buffering shift.
Oh boy.
Could be worse.
Yeah, I'm surprised the weather's clear here, so I'm surprised the internet's deciding to go after me.
It's clear here too. It's just hot as balls.
Yeah, it's been mighty warm.
Oh, I apologize. I do swear like a sailor quite a bit.
It's alright. Like, people know that, like, with people, like, collabs, there's a chance for swear words, It's like, look, I can edit it in post. It's just some people, it takes longer to edit than others.
Yeah.
Plus, the beeps are funny.
Yee.
Oh, no, gotta change that. There's a funny bug I noticed, for Twitch, basically where it defaults no matter the category when I start to special events.
Hey, that's not bad.
It's not bad, and it's kind of like, it's funny in its own way. It's like, every stream's a special event with for Andrea. I'm like, oh, that is so cringe, but I can't help but laugh.
Yeah. But yeah, for the audience at home, go ahead and ask questions. I don't mind answering. I'm very
Yeah.
chill.
Alright. So why a VTuber in particular?
Well, that's actually where the inspiration comes in. I was actually inspired by two separate individuals, to become a VTuber based on their experiences.
Mm-hmm.
The first, we all know him, we all love him. He's the purple cultist who is constantly trolled by his own viewers. Trolled with kindness, I should say. His name's and he's funny as hell. I like him.
Oh, I've seen some of his clips. Yeah, I've seen him a little bit.
Yeah. The other, let's just say I was inspired by another one, a good VTuber who's been in the industry in terms of entertainment for a long time. She and I talked a lot, talked a bit, and yeah, and then she had to rebrand once due to a certain incident. We will not talk
Ooh.
about it. Yeah, Kimrai, Mistress of the Dark Maze. She was always fun. I still like her.
Yeah, some people like they use like the rebrand, you know, some it's like, hey, I'm not happy. Others they do it to dodge accountability or they're trying to dodge like psychos.
Well, that's true. Then I actually started with a test. Unfortunately, at the time, I didn't have internet at home, so I had to rely on the library.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, I was using a laptop because I didn't have a PC of my own. Uh, I started with a basic setup and a sample VTuber and everything just to get started, just to try it out. Then that led to the birth of Kaiser Soulborn, my first persona. Now, the idea was to take the bronze/brass dragon and give him a humanoid form, but don't call him dragon, because dragon is a very, very used character. So I thought, why not make my own? That's
Yeah.
where I came up with the species known as the Eldawium.
Ooh.
I'm kind of weird. I create things by just putting things together, throwing throwing darts on a name board and going with whatever hits.
Yeah, it's certainly creative, that's for sure.
Yeah. And for a year or so, it worked out fine. Then I met someone. I'm not going to say their name. I promised them I'd let go of the incident that kind of led to our turning, and he helped me to rebrand, shall we say.
All right.
And thus, yours truly was born, so to speak. And for about a year or so, actually for about half a year, I was doing well. Then I met a couple people who kind of helped me become better. One I've tried to forget, and the other I can't. I don't want to talk about either of them, because
Gotcha.
doing so would bring up incidents that I've said that I would never speak of. In other words, I'm kind of bound to silence on it.
Yeah, you know,
But
all you can do with those kind of things is just live and learn.
yeah, but it was thanks to them that I reached affiliate. Though the funny thing is, I actually did something most people don't usually think about.
What's that?
I started with gaining followers first. Most people focus on viewers, but what's the one thing that keeps that that most viewers like to do? They like to follow people they like.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to make things interesting. Granted, I'm not the first person to do stuff like that, I'm sure. Uh, but it was during a round of Skyrim that someone actually sent me over 50 viewers on a raid.
Wow.
And that actually pushed me over the edge to affiliate, and boom. First payout came out later that year.
That is
It was slow
awesome.
going. But yeah, I'm actually glad for everybody who passes through my doors.
Yeah, I might just be like the weird minority, or maybe because I'm just been like, maybe I'm too YouTube brain, but I found it easier to gather followers and subscribers than like average viewers on Twitch.
It's harder than you think.
Yeah,
I'm
they
still trying to
changed
get
it,
back
made
up
it a
to
lot
3.
easier.
Yeah. Still trying to get up to 3. It's harder to do.
Mm-hmm. It definitely is. Even though biggest thing is I could maybe do for like a week, and I remember there was one time I was so close. It was like it's like, all right, you're at 3 viewers. It's been 28 days, 3 viewer average, and it's like, oh, there's 30 that month. Like, and it went right down, and it's like, darn it, now I have to start over
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
So I did that for
Also,
about a year until I
okay.
finally hit affiliate on my own.
Yeah. One thing I do that most people don't think is a good idea, I don't follow trends. Most streamers play games like Fortnite or Apex Legends or that sort of thing. Not me. I don't like that.
Yeah, a big thing about it is there's so many games now that, you know, the backlog is ever growing. And it's hard to stand out unless you're some super epic god gamer who can, play Fortnite with their toes behind their back, blindfolded while making a salad or something crazy like that.
Or singing I'm a Yankee Doodle Dandy at the same time.
Exactly. Just like, and I know I'm not like that.
Nobody is. No human, alive or dead, can do that. That is impossible.
Mm-hmm.
Though, with the technology we got here, impossible kind of went out the way of the second story window.
Yeah. But there's only been a few people I've very scarcely seen that is like actually like they're like, oh, they're actually really good at gaming and competitive, and they actually grew a following that way. Instead of me, it's just like, yeah, I'm just here, I'm just vibing.
Doesn't look like a lot of people have questions for me. Oh wait, that's right. I can kind of keep everything on my sleeve. I'm very open minded. Very open.
Mm-hmm.
Very chill man. Usually. Just
Is there any games you're looking forward to playing? Whether they're coming out this year or it's like, oh, we're getting ready to finish up one game and we're going to play another one.
well, to be fair, there are a few games. If I can ever get the money for it, I plan to get Dune Awakening.
Ooh.
Uh, if I can, I'm getting Rust. Just for the survival aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Grounded sounds like a fun game. So does Grounded 2. But, oh, hang on. Wish list. I keep forgetting there are plenty of upcoming games I
Yeah, there's a
have an interest
ton,
in.
especially in their sales and stuff.
Oh, one that's coming out right now that if I can actually get the original game for, I'd actually be able to get a good start. Super Robot Wars Y. Yes, I'm a fan. I grew up with the franchise. Grew up with the franchises.
Ooh. Yeah, I've never heard of them.
Well, it's a tactical RPG series. Basically, what
Mm-hmm.
Banpresto, the company who made it, did was they took a tactical strategy game, and added the Mecha anime from different series. The
Ooh.
Mecha from several different anime series. And basically merged them together into their own world. It actually works. Kind of fun. A little tedious, but worth it.
There's one it comes to mind for like mecha games that I've played very briefly. Have you heard of 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim?
Nope.
Nope. Ooh, it's like basically a mecha strategy game, but it's really pretty and it's got like multiple worlds and time travel shenanigans and it's really good.
I got one for you. One that nobody knows about anymore. It's a little game called Metal Fatigue. It's a strategy game, kind of like what you described, but it's very unique. You get to choose one of 3 factions, and you had to fight battles on 3 different fronts. You have your standard surface level, which is standard, pretty standard if you ask a lot of people. But this game also takes it underground and into orbit. But that's not really my favorite strategy game.
What is your favorite strategy game?
For that, I have to take you back to the wild age of 1999. Relic had just released a very beautiful, very well made 3D real time strategy game taking place in space. It was so good that it won Game of the Year award the next year. It had the sequel story, a expansion game that created a
StarCraft?
whole new homeworld.
Oh. That was the first thing that popped in my
Why
head.
does everybody forget that game? Why does everybody forget Homeworld exists? They just came out with a 3rd game. Well, a 3rd numbered game. There have actually been multiple games in the franchise. There's been Homeworld, there's been Cataclysm, which is basically a side story involving a new enemy. There's Homeworld 2, there was Deserts of Karak, there was Homeworld 3, and then there was a remastering that Gearbox did before they did Homeworld 3 and Deserts of Karak.
Ooh.
I'm going to say this. It is the only reason I'm willing to give Gearbox benefit of the doubt with the Homeworld franchise. That and the ending theme for the original Homeworld is just awesome. Let's just say the fact that they got Yes to sing the ending theme, that works.
That is awesome.
What other? And yes, I did play StarCraft growing up. I still have my copy of StarCraft.
I've never played StarCraft. I think I got it like as like a free download. It's been sitting there for a while. Or no, it's not StarCraft. It's XCOM. That's what I have. I'm like, wait a minute. There's a spacey strategy game.
I have the first game. I've actually played the first game back in the day. I have the Bureau, the reboot story that started it all. XCOM, Enemy Within. That's basically the entire expansion of the Enemy Unknown, which is the first game in the 2K remake series. I've got XCOM 2 and XCOM Chimera Division. Oh, another game I'm looking forward to. Anybody else remember Roller Coaster Tycoon?
Oh yes. I remember playing like the Mac version when it was just called like Theme Park.
Well, this one company actually decided to take that idea, but put it in the Mars Attacks universe.
Huh. That sounds like incredibly wild.
It's called Mars Attacks, and it looks fun as hell. Other games I'm interested in, if I'm going to go into detail, I'm interested in Light No Fire, which is the same company that made No Man's Sky.
I didn't know they were making another game Hello
Yep.
Games.
Well, another game I'm interested in, it doesn't come out till later this year. I think it comes out October 30th. Arc Raiders.
Ooh.
I don't have my own extraction shooter yet, so I'm kind of interested in seeing what they do. I'm also a big fan of farming games, like the old Harvest Moon franchise, if anybody remembers that.
Yeah, have you played Stardew Valley before?
Briefly.
Briefly.
I don't. There, I briefly had a Xbox Game Pass this year. Another, but more like Harvest Moon, which is kind of the same thing, just older.
Yeah.
There's also the story of, which is actually the funny thing is that Harvest Moon is actually another name for the Story of Seasons series, which is the actual name for the franchise. It was just called Harvest Moon because it was easier.
Yeah. I know Rune Factory is another popular one. I've seen some clips online of it.
Same company.
Yep.
Yep.
What else is there?
Natsume, I
Yep.
believe it was originally. Then it was Marvelous, and then Xseed. And yes, Rune Factory 4 is on my collection, is on my wish list. Another game that looks kind of fun, Lightyear Frontier. Basically, farming with a giant robot.
Ooh. That could be quite comical. Depending how
Yes, I
clunky
am
it
a
is.
major gearhead. One game I do like owning a copy of.
Mm-hmm.
I do a lot of the Epic Games free game giveaways.
Oh, those are very nice. You can just build up a nice collection that way.
Yeah, well, I actually got some really good games out of that. Some personal favorites. Ark Survival Evolved, if I ever get around to play it again. I still need to figure out how to get crossplay working on that. Maneater. That game is just satirical. Uh, Kingdom Come Deliverance. Great history game. It may not be true to history, but it's very close. Return to Moria. I'm surprised I was able to get that. And my personal favorite, Jurassic World Evolution 2.
Ooh. I've actually been recommended that for a while now to play.
It's worth it. Do you like Jurassic Park?
I watched like the first three I remember watching.
I've watched those plus all three Jurassic World movies. I've actually watched Camp Cretaceous and Chaos Theory back to back. And I've actually read the original books.
Wow.
Yes, I'm a nerd.
I mean, who doesn't like, a lot of people had that dream as a kid, like, oh, I want to own my own Jurassic Park, and they had the game.
Yeah, well, the games weren't that great until Jurassic World Evolution came out. And then hang on, Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
That name always tries to slip past. To play return as Ian Malcolm for Jurassic World Evolution. That was awesome.
Yeah, he's got a lot of work over the years.
Yep. I'm also a big fan of the Monster Hunter franchise. I do not have Wilds yet. I do not have Rise.
Do you have Worlds?
I have Base Worlds. I still need to get Iceborne.
Iceborne's a lot harder than like Base Worlds. That's when it gets like,
yeah.
You have to actually pay attention, and you have to actually listen to like buffs and debuffs and stuff, as opposed to just like, there's monster, hit it with big stick.
That's pretty much every single Monster Hunter game I've ever played. I actually got to G rank in 4 Ultimate.
Ooh.
That's actually high rank. Another game I'd like to get my hands on. It's actually dirt cheap right now, but it's fun as hell from what I've seen. Evil Genius.
Never heard of it.
Okay, you've watched a James Bond movie or two, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about the ones with Daniel Craig. I'm talking about the older ones that were cheesy and cheap in terms
Yeah,
of
the one from the 60s,
appearance.
right?
Yeah, that's basically what this is. You basically take the part of the evil genius, you build your lair, and you attempt to try to take over the world. It is really campy and it is fun.
That does sound like quite the blast.
Yeah. Another one, like I said, I'm a big fan of the mecha genre in terms of anime. So when I found out that a company called Microids created a game based on a beloved mecha franchise known as UFO Robot Grandizer, well, you could probably guess how my brain went. Okay, the story is actually pretty simple. All you gotta do is look it up.
I think I've seen like ads for it, like vaguely, because it sounds vaguely familiar. I'm like trying, like dusting the cobwebs off there.
Well, there was also a remake of the series recently, but we never got to see it.
Never got translated to English. I take it.
Well, let's just say a company in Saudi Arabia basically said mine and grabbed it before we could even get our hands on it.
Aw, bummer. So you'd have to rely on like fans' translations, and that's hit or miss.
Yep. Unfortunately,
So it would be like probably what from Japanese to Arabic to English to and just trying to think about that just gives me a headache.
But it's a good franchise. So I just hope they kept it as good as the originals. Another game I want to get my hands on is Gundam Breaker 4 because oddly, I actually remembered when Gunpla became a thing in the States for the first time. But we didn't call it Gunpla at that time. It was originally, and I swear to God, I am not kidding on this, Gundam Wing action figure model kits.
Wow, that
That's a
is quite the
mouthful.
mouthful.
I just said that. Sorry if I talk too much.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm just snickering to myself because I'm like, yeah, like a bunch of my friends, like right before stream, I was lurking in there, and they were playing Gunpla. I'm like, I found another one. Add them to the Gunpla group.
Yep. But I'm also not very big into the fighting game scene. I'm trying to be. But the games I'd like to get my hands on, I will admit, are not everybody's favorites. It's not Mortal Kombat, it's not Guilty Gear, it's not Street Fighter or Soul Calibur. It's Blaze Blue. What do you expect?
I heard really good things about Blaze Blue.
It's fun. It's just a bit campy.
Yeah, like I know Skullgirls is fun to mess around with. DNF Duel or Dungeon Fighter Online, those are all fun to mess around with.
Yeah. But at the same time, I'm not that big of a fight game, a competitive mind.
Well, Dungeon Fighter Online's more of like an MMO type of thing as opposed to the traditional fighting game.
Yeah. Me, if I do play one competitive game, it's always been Mobile Suit Gundam Battle Operation 2. Though I haven't played it in a while because the battle queue has always been messy.
Like, what's the average length? Is it just because it's like, oh, they're only people overseas, so they'll be waiting a long time? Or is it just like super toxic, the queue?
Deadlock. I'm usually stuck waiting for several different groups to pass through.
Gotcha. So that's the issue.
Yeah. And I do, and on stream, sometimes I'll talk about news when it comes of interest, such as here's something fun. I actually found about last week during one of my gaming groups. Apparently, there is a blob of molten rock traveling underground towards New York City at like 12 kilometers every 1 million years.
Huh.
You know what they called it?
Gloppy McGee.
Okay, that was good. That was good. That was good. No, they call it, and I kid you not, a hot blob.
That is great.
It's not the weirdest bit
I
of
mean, it's one
science
of the more
news.
normal names compared to like if they let the general pub like name it.
True,
They'd be naming
but
it like Blobby McBlobface or something.
Okay, that was funny. But like I said, it's not the weirdest news I've heard. Apparently, in the mantle of our own planet, which is basically the big old ocean of magma that is just underneath the crust, surrounding the core, there is a ocean of water surrounded by ringwoodite, which is a very unique mineral, and it's bigger than our oceans. So, my question is, did Jules Verne predict this?
Yeah, it makes me wonder, like, you know, the people having the Hollow Earth theory, like.
It's still in the magma. It doesn't count.
I mean, it's all water or a liquid in its own right. It's just not something you can go swim in currently. Unless they get magma-proof submersibles.
Well, you can't get to it anyway because it's still stuck in ringwoodite.
Unless they figure out a way to dissolve it.
Yeah. Another thing that interests me. Yeah, I grew up with the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and Ultraman franchises.
Yeah.
So when I found out that the next Kamen Rider series, which is a big thing in Japan, is going to be making its way stateside. Well, actually, it's going to be hitting multiple places internationally, including Canada, the United States, South Korea, MENA, and other places like that. I was kind of intrigued. But here's the thing. I'm still paying attention to it because I don't know enough to actually make judgments on this.
Yeah, because who's going to be doing the streaming service and how, like, well is, like, the translation going to be? Because I know, like, from back, like, when I was younger trying to watch, like, Kiva or Dubbo Kamen Rider, it was, like, it was hit or miss on some of the subtitles.
Yeah. But the channel, I'm guessing it's going to be Toei themselves doing this because they've always done it in certain situations. I mean, they started doing it on their own YouTube channel, so probably going to pop up there, which means they will actually be following in the same path that Subaraya has been doing for years now.
Actually, that's kind of good on them, at least. It'll be a lot more accessible to people, too, since I don't know if you've messed around with this or if you know any other languages, whether it be you or people in chat. I know they're starting with automatic dubbing in other languages, and I'm not proficient in any of them other than English to really like make a judgment call on like whether it's accurate or not, or it's just like Google Translate. You're better off just putting subtitles on top.
Well, I can tell you for certain that while I'm not fluent in other languages, I do know phrases in, and I swear to God, I'm not kidding this, Spanish, German, some French, some Japanese, and I think that's it.
So desu ne, Nihongo Jozu.
Okay, I don't know that much Japanese.
I just basically admitted to people that, oh, yep, Andrew's a giant weeb. I just said, oh, I see. It's like, oh, Nihongo Jozu. Oh, good Japanese. Yeah, mostly just what I picked
I
up from
didn't catch that
anime.
one. I didn't catch that one. Sorry.
Um, basically, the
I know what you said. I just personally I didn't catch what you were saying in Japanese.
so desu ne, I think it's like I see Arsoka and Nihongo Jozu. You know, it's like, oh, good Japanese, you know, or they'll just be like,
I
you're
figured as
trying.
much.
Yeah. They see you're trying and they're like, hey, A for effort. They don't expect you to be perfect.
Nobody's perfect.
Hmm.
God damn it! I sounded smart there for a second.
Were you not trying to?
I'm just saying it because there are some people who think I'm stupid.
I don't think you're stupid.
So I have a question for you.
Yeah?
What's your favorite scary movie?
Hmm. I'm trying to think. I haven't watched a scary movie in a long time. I think the last one I watched was Gone Girl, and that was pretty entertaining.
That's a thriller.
Yeah, it's scary in a different kind of way. It's a psychological
Yeah.
thriller. Or do you mean like monster movie?
Horror.
Horror. Mm.
I I've watched a lot of those growing up.
The Squid Games count as a horror movie?
I don't think so, but it is kind of scary.
Weirdly specific, because I remember I finished that off recently, and after like I was laughing at some point at how bad it got. Because it was so goofy.
The scariest movie I've seen, oddly enough, it took me 10 years after attempting to watch it the first time to actually sit through and entirely finish the original Exorcist movie.
Really?
Yeah, because the first time I watched it, I had nightmares for 10 years.
Wow.
That is the most embarrassing story I got to tell about that.
I
I
mean,
could sit through the second and third one easy. But the third one, Jesus.
what I'd be considered a horror movie or a scary game, it's not considered scary to most people. That are the ones that have given me nightmares. In that regards.
Second scariest was actually, oddly enough, a movie called Razorback.
Really?
Yeah, I'm
Never
not
heard
even
of it.
going to describe it because it takes place in Australia, and I wouldn't be able to do them justice.
Gotcha. I don't know. E.T. kind of is a horror movie.
Oh, no, it's not.
Yes,
Alien
it is.
is.
It is. She's a dumbass who basically that dumbass Drew Barrymore girl is like, oh, he's our pet. We love him. No, you have a wild space animal there. She's an idiot. That is a horror movie.
Fair enough, but in all due respect, the alien basically was acting benevolent, not malignant. It was it was just a child. And unlike that, the creature from Alien, or who we've all know it as a xenomorph, which xeno is just meaning foreign,
Mm-hmm.
uh, is scary as hell because not only is it a natural design, thank you H.R. Giger for giving us one of the scariest creatures on actually in science fiction, but the way it behaves is very much like a wasp or a parasitical bee. Essentially, it starts off as one thing, injects its eggs into its prey target, and that creature just basically goes through its life until gestation. Which you can guess where that goes.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I don't know. I wasn't
Yeah,
scared of the alien movies, really.
it's not that they scared me, it's just that you kind of feel for the people who are being hunted. This thing is smart, lean, able to fit in most spaces that most humans can't. You can probably guess where I'm going with this.
Yeah. I don't know. It just didn't really freak me out that much.
I will admit the design is just freaking awesome.
That and what the game that gave me nightmares. Most people consider it relaxing.
What game?
Slime Rancher.
Wait, you're scared of slimes?
No, listen, I've had nightmares about those slimes because they wouldn't leave me alone.
Eh, I've dealt with worse.
They won't. They have no soul. I'm scared to play the second one. I'm like, no,
Well,
I'm gonna
I
get
know.
nightmares.
I think I know a movie that would probably scare you to death.
Really?
Yeah, The Blob.
I've never actually seen The Blob.
Well, the first one was actually pretty good. I mean, Steve McQueen, what do you expect? But it's actually worth watching, if just for the camp. The second one, on the other hand, the remake, do not watch alone.
Really?
In your case, do not watch it alone.
Yeah.
It's going to be scary for you because that thing, I swear to God, if it didn't have a bell on it, if it had a bell on it, we'd probably not know what it is because it'd probably have eaten the bell.
You know, fun fact, did you know most acids are odorless?
Yes.
Good.
But then again, I wouldn't have been able to smell that.
Yeah.
Eh, eh.
Still, I think it's just funny. Like somebody gets like spray, you think it's water. Nope, it's acid. Surprise.
Okay, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
What was your first MMO experience?
Maple Story. That was the first one I ever played.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Mine was actually RuneScape.
Ooh, a friend tried to get me into it. And I'm like, no, there's not enough anime. So I just went over to Maple Story.
Then I got into Adventure Quest, which the company who did that, they're actually kind of fun.
Wow, I think, is that even still around, Adventure Quest?
I don't know, but I do know that Adventure Quest 3D is still around.
Yeah,
Last
that
I
is
checked.
like. I thought that died when Flash died.
Yeah, but I remember when they even announced EverQuest.
That's
I was
another
around
old
when
one.
that came out. There was also DC Universe Online, City of Heroes, Planet Side. And around that time, you also remember what else started to be announced.
I'm trying to think of
Blizzard
like.
does not, I will say this, Blizzard does not like competition.
No, they
It does
don't.
not like the. So yeah, they created World of Warcraft, and ever since then has become the most popular MMO to date. Or at least they like to say that.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 14 is actually pretty good. Well, the new version, not the original.
I haven't
I
really played too much of it. A big
well,
reason
I
why
will
I haven't
say,
wanted to mess
bleh.
with WoW is because the raids are so long. It's like, man, like. I'm like, I would need to pause and leave and stuff, and I wouldn't be, there'd be the person like waiting on me, like, Oh, is she finally back yet? Because I heard they go hours long. The raids.
Want to know something funny? My
What's that?
favorite experience of World of Warcraft wasn't even the game. It was the South Park episode.
Oh yes, that is actually a really good one.
They actually got Blizzard to actually make that.
Yeah, you could tell they had a lot of good sense of humor about that.
Yeah. But then again, South Park is not always the funniest show on the planet.
It's hit or miss on its jokes.
Yeah. But it wasn't until I was on my own for about 5 years, had my own computer and everything, I got my first favorite space game. Freelancer.
Never heard of it.
Okay. Freelancer was made by the same people who made Wing Commander.
Ooh.
And the same guy who's actually heading the what a lot of people are calling the big scam on in terms of MMOs, Star Citizen.
Oh, the one that's like got like millions and millions and gazillions of dollars into it still.
Well, it takes a lot of work to make these games, you know? And I'm not saying that either side is in the right here. I'm saying that the game itself takes time. And this is Chris North we're talking about. Actually, no, Chris Roberts we're talking about. He's never satisfied with his own creations. He's going to keep trying until he gets it right. I will say this, though. Squadron 42 has a good cast, including the legendary geek himself, Henry Cavill.
Not familiar.
What, you never watched Man of Steel?
No.
Okay. Let's just say Henry Cavill is that guy.
Oh.
He's the guy who's basically the nerd of nerds. Yeah, fuck you, Conan O'Brien. Sorry. Not again. Not again.
Yeah, not too big into the superheroes that much today, and it's just like you look at like, oh, you'd have to watch so much to like be in line with the Marvel or whatever. It's just like it looks exhausting.
Yeah, and even then, Marvel's not done so well in the last few years. Everybody's talking about how great Fantastic Four First Steps are according to Disney. Is it really?
I don't know. I haven't watched it like Fantastic Four since like the really bad one from like what was it, 2004, 5? It was a weird one.
The one with Jessica Alba?
Yep, that's the one.
Want to know something funny?
What's that?
Before he was Captain America, Chris Evans was Johnny Storm.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, and even after that, the only thing he was known for after that, before he became Captain America, was a villain, was one of the evil ex-boyfriends from Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Oh yeah. I know they
That
did
was a
like
good
an
movie.
anime spin-off recently and it was really good.
Well, I wouldn't say it's an anime spin-off. I'd say it's more of it's a readaptation of the franchise.
I mean, it's made by a Japanese company though.
Yeah.
So technically it's anime.
Yeah, I'm not saying that it wasn't. I was saying that it's a reimagining of the original story, which I've read the comics of. All 7 volumes. Actually, all the volumes. I forget how many there were.
It was cool they even got the original like voice actors from the live action one to like reprise the roles for the English.
Yeah. It was a good attempt. So I'm going to give them some steak. But I'm trying to think of...
You can go and brain fart there, huh?
let's just say when it comes to talking to people, I have to try to figure out things I gotta say. The ADHD in me will actually get distracted again.
Oh, trust me, I have like a bunch of these there.
ADHD, level 1 autism. Luckily, I don't have dyslexia.
Did you ride the short bus growing up too?
Nope. I had to ride with my family. We lived out in the middle of nowhere. Quite literally. But I will say this. It's a nice place to live. I wouldn't want to visit.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's a tried and true line.
Yeah, depending on where you are in the U.S.
Yeah. And to be honest, I do understand why a lot of people don't like the superhero stuff. Marvel and DC haven't had many decent movies in the last 10, 20 years.
I mean, Suicide Squad was entertaining for what it was.
Yeah, it was campy. But which version?
Oh, I liked the first one. The second one was kind of eh.
Yeah. But it's James Gunn. What do you expect? He tries.
I don't know. It just didn't hit. I felt like they went a little too cartoony with the second one.
Well, they had to try something because what Zack Snyder tried with the last one didn't work out.
I don't know. I liked it though.
Plus, anytime you get to see Michael Rooker's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this: the James Gunn Superman, it doesn't feel like a superhero movie. It actually feels like an honest to God comic book movie.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't say that lightly.
That's the newest one, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people like discourse online about it. I haven't had a chance to sit down and actually watch it. My backlog of movies is just so large. I still need to watch the Minecraft movie. Are people
It's all right.
yeah, spamming the chicken jockey memes. That's all I
Oh,
know is
good
that
God.
they're the memes. Yes,
Oh,
chicken
good
jockey.
God. I saw the TikTok videos on that.
That or Google Docky.
The only movie I haven't watched for this summer alone was the new Jurassic World movie. I'm not really big on live action remakes of stuff, so the Lilo and Stitch movie kind of got lost in translation for me.
I still don't see the point of that one because the original was good enough as it is.
Damn right.
That you don't really see like 2D like animation. I think the last one was Princess and the Frog. It's like 3D, 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 and that's that. Like,
Actually, no, the last live action one, I have affectionate name for it.
not live action. I mean like 2D. But the last live action one was what was it? The Aladdin, I think they did.
Nope, it was Lord Farquaad and the 7 PS1 Hagrids.
Wait,
Snow
that
White
actually
and the
came
7
out?
Dwarves.
I thought that was still in production hell.
What, Snow White?
Yeah.
No, it came out, and it was a message.
Oh boy.
Because if you look at who they cast as which character, yeah. Disney went with a political message on that.
Oh no. Yeah, as if it's like people don't watch movies for just entertainment. You need to be lectured.
Oh, and the funny thing is that the theaters were empty for that movie. Because guess what came out around the same time? The Minecraft movie.
Oh, right. Yep. Like, I've like not been paying attention, really.
And the actress who played Snow White was not happy about that.
Yeah, I heard something about them having like a meltdown online about stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that's what you get for preaching your message on using a movie to preach a message. I've always believed that movies should be treated as sacred entertainment. not as a platform to preach about how one group should be respected over others.
Yeah, you're not wrong there.
It's why I like my music to be metal. It's like
Which
the Kiss song said, God gave rock and roll to you.
depends on what kind of metal though too.
Eh. Yeah, because death metal's kind of cringe and throaty.
It's hit or miss.
Scream metal, no. Power metal, I feel like my adrenaline just spiked every time I listen to it. And to be honest, my personal favorite is Sabaton. Because they are history speaking.
Interesting.
If you want a good example, listen to, I believe it's called The Last Stand. Essentially, it's about the Swiss Guard, aka or also known as the Sack of Rome.
Weird question. Have you listened to Epic the Musical? Says you're a history buff.
I've listened to a bit of it, and the funny thing is, it's not the first musical like that.
No, there's quite a few that's done like historical musicals. I know Hamilton did it. I think it's what doing the Odyssey.
Technically, the Epic the musical,
Yeah.
isn't even based on history. It's based on the Odyssey.
Yeah.
Which, in and of itself, is considered a work of fiction.
Technically, yes.
But if when it comes to stuff like that, I know 3 now.
Which other ones? Because those were the only 2 I can think of off the top of my head here.
Well, the first one was the Journey to the Center of the Earth musical.
They made that into a musical?
Oh yeah, and it was good. But the one that really, really gets my blood pumping every time I listen to it, whether it's the newest version or the original version with the narrators changed, it is Jeff Wayne's musical adaptation of the War of the Worlds.
They made a War of the Worlds musical.
And it's still ongoing. In other words, it is still one of the most popular musicals to date.
Huh. That is a thinker there.
And the funny thing
more
is,
of a faithful adaptation to H.G. Wells' book or not? As opposed to... Because I know they've had some weird adaptations of movies of it.
Yes, I remember. I've seen the original. I've seen the Peter Jackson version. I have not seen the newest one.
Wait, there's an even newer one? Because I remember the, Peter Jackson one that had, a young Dakota Fanning in it.
Well, I'd say it's more of a found footage of a government employee watching it as it happens.
Oh, so they made Cloverfield War of the World?
I'd say yeah, but it was made for Amazon.
Oh, no.
But, hang on, I gotta check something. Give me a minute.
Alright, while we do that, anyone have any questions in particular for Crestfall? Hydrate, stretch a bit.
Okay, I just checked one piece of information.
Mm-hmm.
The main character is Ice Cube.
Wow.
And apparently everybody's favorite S.H.I.E.L.D. agent is in it. Yeah, Clark Gregg is in it. I always liked him. He's funny.
Yeah, I'm blanking on who that is.
Phil Coulson.
Not ringing any bells.
Okay, not many people would know that one. He was the ex-husband from the series Reba.
Yeah, I don't think I've really even seen that series.
I know. But he's a good actor. He's funny.
That is like, yeah, I don't think I've heard anybody mention that series in like over a decade. Like that was one of those things that was like always on and like for reruns or whatever. I'd be like, I don't want to watch this. Next.
I've seen weirder. There's a reason I don't talk about Fringe.
Like Fringe subjects, or is that like a series called Fringe?
A series called Fringe. It is very weird. X-Files weird almost. Though X-Files was always weird from the beginning.
Right. So you're only streaming currently on Twitch, correct?
Sometimes on YouTube, and I'm trying to work up the nerve to actually start moving to Kick, but
Scared
you
to
know
fight
how
the
it is.
bots.
Scared to actually branch out, because every time I branch out, I had to build up from scratch there. That's one of the reasons I don't like YouTube as much. Plus, all the different terms of service agreements you have to sign up with.
Oh yeah. Or you're one of those people that actually reads through everything before you sign up.
Yep. I'm the kind of guy who basically looks through every detail. I don't like rushing it. And if I do, I'm probably stupid enough to actually accidentally get caught with the virus.
Yeah, YouTube is getting pretty wild these days. Like,
oh,
how they keep changing
that's
stuff.
not what I meant. Okay, so you know how I seem to cringe there for a bit?
I guess so.
When I say caught the virus?
Oh.
Yeah, more than once I've had to deal with token grabbers.
Mm.
And it's not even my fault. Because of that, I've had to remake my Discord account.
That is really unfortunate luck.
Yeah, well, I also had to force reinstall Windows twice. And I almost had to deal with one of those during CS2 tournament season.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, apparently those pop up all the damn time.
I know the Discord scammers have been like really active lately. They've been like super aggressive lately.
Yeah, it's like it's feeding time.
Yeah, that and the ones on TikTok. Those have been like the most aggressive lately. Alternating between
Yeah,
those two.
I tend to ignore those.
Which ones? The ones on TikTok or the one on YouTube?
TikTok. I don't get the ones on YouTube.
I've dealt with like solid variations of it. It's almost funny. And it's like I can tell the script. And it's just like they have like the same vernacular. It's like, yeah, you're not this person.
Yeah.
It's usually streamer names dot or dot streamer name, and they'll be like, "Hey friend, hi mate, I am streamer, I am YouTuber. What are you?" It's like, I look at their account, there's nothing linked. I'm like, yeah, sure you are, buddy. Why isn't your account linked?
I tend to avoid those. I get bots on my streams half the time. Well, one per stream.
Have you tried
Always one for a
Seribot?
tree. I have not tried Seribot yet.
Oh, it is
I
so
need to get
nice.
that
Like,
working.
my mods don't have to really do anything because it would just be like, it blocks them. It is so great.
Well, here's my trick. I'm actually watching my own stream half the time.
Well, I do that too, but still, it catches it before I even have to sit there and like frantically delete or block it.
And when I see one, I actually ban it because I'm not only paying attention for that sort of thing, I'm actually on the response. Oh, hi KFC. Sorry, I first ad of this set, and it's a KFC ad.
Lovely.
Hey, their food's actually pretty good. I'm still trying to figure out the 11 herbs and spices.
They have that online, you know that.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to do it myself.
Yeah, KFC's kind of mid for fried chicken.
Yeah, but so is Popeyes.
I mean, Popeyes is better than KFC. KFC is like just grease, just too much grease.
But they also, but you gotta admit, the breading is actually very tangy. Kind of tastes different. I'll tell you
Very
one brand of
cardboardy.
chicken that I do not like.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't even get me started on cardboardy. I could tell you stories about the one time I ate at Bojangles.
What the fuck's a Bojangle?
It's basically a Kentucky version of KFC.
Oh.
Their fries are too salty.
Gotcha.
But my hometown, where I'm living right now, IRL, just got a Zaxby's.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've never seen one of those this far north.
That is surprising. Aren't they usually out west?
Nope, down south near Georgia.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Down south in Georgia, Tennessee, and Alabama. Maybe even Florida.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're way down there.
Yeah. But you know what has been slowly making its way east?
In-N-Out?
I was thinking more of a legendary gas station. It's not just a gas station, it's an experience.
Oh, no, I know. Oh, you're going to talk about it, aren't you?
If you want.
Yeah, you can. You can fill them in.
Okay. So, I'm sure a lot of you people have been east of Texas. But there is this massive gas station that is so big, it is not only a gas station, it's an experience, but it has its own zip code. We all know it. We all can say its name. It's Buc-ee's.
Yeah, I've never been that far west before, but I've heard a lot of people, they're very excitable about Buc-ee's.
Oh,
They treat it like it's a Disneyland of gas stations.
Okay, first off, there's a good reason why they do that. First off, their bathrooms are clean. I have been to many a truck stop, gas station, and you'll always find some kind of random trash, or sometimes the trash can lids have been taken off, etc., etc. Buc-ee's is not like that. They keep everything in tip-top shape. Don't even get me started on the food. I have had one of their brisket burgers.
Gas station bathrooms clean? I don't really ever see them be like
No.
like that bad. But then again, it could be because I'm a woman and it's usually cleaner in there instead of the males, you know, because I've heard horror stories about them. But still, like,
trust me.
Or I've won the RNG for clean bathrooms.
Who knows? But like I was saying, their brisket sandwich is amazing. I have had one.
Yeah.
And by golly, they do a good job. I am giving them respect for that. Plus, their gas prices are pretty good too.
So you're
And
hoping they
people
come to
get
your
in.
home state?
No. I don't think we need one this far north. Oh, wait, we already got one coming out to Ohio.
Oh no, not Ohio.
It could be worse. The only reason I don't want to go to Ohio is because, one, I have been there before. The only reason I go there is for Dayton, Ohio's Air Force Museum.
Ohio's the Florida of the Midwest.
Yes, say that, but you also have to remember they have a lot more to deal with because not only are they actually, they got a river that has their name on it, but they also have above them a Great Lake. Well, multiple. I've actually been to an island off the coast of Sandusky, Ohio, called
Yeah.
Kelly's Island. It's actually very beautiful.
Yeah, from what I've heard, it's pretty.
It is. Ohio does have some pretty nice parks too. Cuyahoga Falls is actually pretty nice.
Yeah, I've had a few experiences there, and there's like nothing going on.
The only reason I don't want to go there is because of a certain YouTuber.
Scott the Waz? He's from Toledo.
Nope. He's actually one of two brothers. The one I'm talking about. Both have been known for some really stupid shit.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
And the funny thing is, he's a professional wrestler.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, yep.
And owner of a brand of energy drink that a lot of people despise.
Yep. It's the Paul
Yeah.
brothers, if for those that aren't like hip on the YouTube lore.
And there's a damn good reason why.
I mean, just ship them to Detroit. That'll fix them real quick.
No, not Detroit. No, please. Anything but that. And that was me quoting Kentucky Fried Movie.
Yeah, as someone who actually lives in Detroit, I've seen some things.
Wait, you actually come from Detroit?
Yep.
Oddly enough, I was born in Grand Rapids.
Oh, you're born way on the other side.
And I was adopted into a family in the state south of you.
Mm.
I'm not going to say exactly where. That would ruin everything.
You ever hear of the Great Lakes Triangle theory?
What, the Great Lakes version of the Bermuda Triangle?
Yep, where a bunch of planes and all kinds of weird shit. Like there's been UFO sightings over the Great Lakes, planes falling out, disappearing, boats going missing, all kinds of wild, spooky stuff.
I swear to God, I had nothing to do with it. No, seriously, I do not like getting involved when I don't have to.
Are you hiding the boats? Is that where the Fitzgerald is? Is that in your backyard?
No, but I swear to God, if I find the lamprey who actually bit into that ship, I'm gonna rip his head off.
Yeah, I think it crashed somewhere around Superior, so good luck.
Superior. Isn't that the one that's so deep that nobody's ever been down there?
I don't think a lot of them have been down like very deep. I know it's like right over by the border there.
There's another reason why I don't like swimming in Lake Michigan. You got worms.
Wait. Yeah? Don't all lakes have
Lampreys.
worms?
No, I meant lampreys.
Oh.
Yeah, apparently some of them actually got brought up through the Mississippi and accidentally left in Lake Michigan. So yeah, you guys, Lake Michigan has an invasive species there.
There's that, zebra mussels, an invasive species of very small jellyfish up there.
Really?
Yep, they're about the size of a quarter. They got dropped off there, that got off a shipping boat. They've somehow managed to survive. They don't get very big or live very long, but still.
Dacusta sorbi? Huh. Freshwater jellyfish.
Yep.
Did not know that. Now I do.
Yep.
I now have a new piece of trivia to share with other people.
Yep.
My mom always said I was a walking encyclopedia of useless information.
Yep. And terrorize people with freshwater jellyfish.
Hey, I've dealt with weirder. I live in a state that is known for bobcats. Yeah, but we're also known for a lot of weird animals. Bobcats, coyotes. I've actually held on to a snapping turtle. I've actually had to grab and bring a snapping turtle out of a rain catcher.
Yeah,
And
I
I had
don't
to
see.
use a shovel for it.
I don't see the issue here. It's,
Okay, I'm going to say this one thing about snapping turtles about that size. They will bite your toes.
yeah,
And
that's
I
why
do
you
not
sneak
bite
up on
them.
them. They don't move that fast.
Bite them off.
Again, where steel toes boot, you sneak up behind them. It's not like they can spin around that fast.
Their necks can actually stretch.
Like I said, skill issue. You sneak up behind them.
Yeah.
I mean, you
And
don't
they
need
do
all
have
your
claws.
toes.
Yeah, but they also have claws that are meant for digging.
Mm-hmm.
But I managed to get it back to the water. And I'm hoping it's doing all right. It got caught down there during the floods.
Yeah, we've had an issue here with like urban coyotes just like going through people's trash cans.
Urban coyotes, opossums. Can't say possums because that's a marsupial species down in the Asiatic areas. Raccoons, deer. Oh, here's something funny.
Yeah,
Did you know that mountain lions do not like the sound of humans?
that is surprising.
Yeah, you'd think that they would actually consider humans to be a prey animal. No. They will actively go out of their way to avoid contact.
Unless like somebody's feeding them, even then.
Yeah. But there are times. Okay, here's a thought experiment for everybody. Let's say you go out into the woods. You're hiking out there. It gets dark. You can barely see in front of you. And all of a sudden, you hear this screaming sound. It sounds like a woman who needs help. What do you do?
Go the opposite direction.
Anybody else?
Not my problem.
Well, that is actually a smart move because that's actually a female mountain lion in estrus.
Yeah.
In other words, you just saved yourself, or rather, you saved it. Because if you snuck up on, if you actually managed to reach it, it would have run.
Yeah, it's not that smart. Like that, I don't know
Yeah.
why someone would intentionally try to go like pet a mountain lion or pet a bear.
Well, look at the caracal. People have domesticated it. Some of them. Then there's the savannah cat.
Yeah.
Guess what that is? That's a hybrid.
Oh, yeah, but they need a lot of exercise, though.
So do ferrets.
Yeah, hit or miss from personal experience. Depends on the ferret's personality.
Well, I will say this. Ferrets aren't really animals. They're more chaos noodles.
Kinda, yeah. They're also stinky.
But so are wolverines. I think they're called skunk weasels. No, seriously, they are actually related to the weasel family.
Huh. I don't know. I've never had a chance to smell a wolverine.
Good, because there are two things you gotta understand about wolverines. One, it doesn't matter that you're bigger than them, they can take you. Two, mess with one, expect vengeance. Okay, this is a story that was passed to me from other people.
All right.
Okay, so this one guy, he goes up north. You see, he goes and kills a wolverine.
Okay.
A year later, he's dead. Killed by the wolverine's mate, who actually tracked him south, all the way to his home, and attacked him. That is some dedicated revenge.
I mean, they're pretty smart. I mean, if they're related to the ferrets, like, ferrets are pretty smart.
Yes.
But
And
they
the
kind of
fact
smell
that
like guinea pigs, ferrets. I don't know. They're kind of, they're like below guinea pigs, like on the stinky level of animals I've had. Ferrets, guinea pigs, then rabbits. For like the ones that kind of have, like, that are always kind of perma stinky.
2 cats, 3 dogs, a large number of goldfish, 1 baby rabbit, and 2 roosters.
Yeah, I've had quite a few cats, dogs,
I still have the
fish.
scar from when one of those roosters bit me.
Oh, good job, Siri Bot. Good job getting the spam.
Spam, 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 spam.
Yep,
spam,
it's
spam,
bonking them.
spammity, spam,
I need to find. I
spam.
cannot wait to find if there's a Siri Bot for Kick. I've been looking into that.
Yeah. The one of the cats was a Maine Coon.
Yeah.
It wasn't that big, but he did ended up going senile.
Ew.
We've had two. I've had 2 beagle mixes in my lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
One ended up getting hit by a car, but she survived, only hitting her
Wow.
back end. She ended up losing one leg and became known as the $1 Million Dog, because that was pretty much how much it was going to cost to fix that leg. The other, Hank, he was best boy. We think he was part Harrier because he would do the pointer motion
Yeah.
every time he scented something. He was a very smart dog, had a good nose for criminal records. Don't ask.
Delinquent doggy.
No, he could actually sniff people out, and if he didn't like them, they probably had a criminal record.
Interesting.
And then there was a Samoyed.
Oh boy.
That dog is That dog was the fluffiest dog I've ever seen.
You have enough to make another dog with how much they shed.
Yep, that's pretty much it. I would lose goldfish every week.
Really?
Yeah, it didn't really matter how long I kept them. They would always go belly up within a week or so.
Not too good there with the fish, are you?
You'd be surprised.
That or did you just get
That's
like a
one.
bad genetic line there?
It's goldfish. What do you expect? So,
I mean, I've had some that lived for many, many years. It's just like,
I have an embarrassing fishing story to tell.
Okay.
Okay, so I liked fishing for years.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I would catch my share of bluegill, but one day I caught a rare treat, a catfish.
Okay.
Now, you know how dangerous those things are. Its whiskers can literally pierce your skin. Oh, 1 second.
All right.
Never mind, it can wait. Uh, anyway, we were getting ready to pack it up, pack it in, and all of a sudden it started making noise that sounded like it was talking. It was crying out help, that sort of thing. Well, that night, I suddenly woke up and started crying. And my parents, for the love of them, she love God love them, released that catfish back. Why? Because I cried over a catfish.
Well, I mean, at least it was still alive. You hadn't like cooked it for dinner.
I never even eaten catfish. I've eaten cod. I've eaten bluegill.
Mm-hmm.
I have never eaten shark. I will refuse to eat that because I actually have a little bit more respect for them than most people do. Long story short, sharks are actually are possibly very intelligent creatures. If you actually look at them from an anatomical standpoint, their body to brain ratio is almost similar to ours.
Wow.
Yeah. Plus, they don't go after us, not willingly. Well, maybe bull sharks being the exception, but they're always assholes.
Mm-hmm.
Great white sharks won't eat us willingly. The only reason they take a bite out of us is because we look like seals from above, actually from below. Stupid short boards. Tiger sharks, well, they're just they're just the planet's version of the vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
They eat almost everything. I am not kidding on that. People have found stuff like car parts, actually enough car parts to make a full car. Uh, fish with a fish inside it. Full human being, a suit of armor. I am not kidding on that last one. And then some.
Well, since we need to start wrapping it up, do you got anything else you want to let people know about you?
Well, I do stream during the week, usually around maybe Monday to Friday. Sundays very rarely, but that's always in the morning. I do go to a Gundam game in the evening. Saturdays, you will not find me on stream because I will not stream because I have an IRL game day that day.
Mm-hmm.
But I try to. I hope everybody has a good night, and I hope you all stay cool, stay hydrated,
Thank you
and
so
for
much
the
for
love of
stopping
God,
by.
don't go jumping into a black hole. It's never gonna
Okay.
end well.
Bye.